The day started with an impromptu breakfast in Pagosa Springs with a friend of a friend. It was time to get on the road. I was here, Colorado. I had been visualizing the place for some time, and I was longing for the experience. I would pass through Durango, Silverton, Ouray, ride the $1 Million Highway, and end up in Telluride for the evening. It all exceeded my expectations. I felt that I was settling into the rhythm of the journey. I had intentionally traveled fast to get here. This was the place I would start to travel slow. The environment allowed for it, and I was ready. The $1 Million Highway in Colorado follows US 550 between Silverton and Ouray. It's only about 25 miles, but a spectacular ride. It's part of the San Juan Skyway, a much longer route, and a loop of about 235 miles. The $1 Million Fun starts way before Silverton and lasts long after passing Ouray, with views of the San Juan Mountains and the rugged peaks of the Rockies. It was a super fun motorcycle route, coupled with towns full of personality and nature that was awe-inspiring. The $1 Million Highway is a must. It was a great riding day. I left plenty more to explore, so I'll be back. I almost forgot, why the name? There's no one answer. Some say it's because of the $1 Million views or the gold left in the gravel used to pave it. Many have said you couldn't pay me $1 million to drive the road in winter. Yet others say that during the 1920s planning meeting, someone remarked that it would cost $1 million to build. Whatever the answer, it was a $1 million ride for sure. I arrived in Telluride, checked in, cleaned up, and headed out to dinner. Altitude sickness was affecting me the last few nights, and I really felt it here. I ignored this fact and I had a beer anyway, which I really enjoyed. Today marked 1 week on the road. There was so much to reflect on. Tomorrow I would rest in the Rockies. A double overnight in Telluride was the new plan. Today was a rest day in Telluride. No riding today. I walked into town for breakfast and to buy some supplies. I took the time to catch up on a few things. The motorcycle needed washing. It was much needed as there were 2,700 miles of bugs covering the bike. It was great to be outside cleaning the motorcycle with the backdrop of the mountains. This week, the rubber met the road, literally. I covered about 2,700 miles in the last 7 days. There were a few reasons why I traveled so far so quickly. I felt the pull of the mountains and the West. New Mexico and Colorado were places I wanted to get to. The natural beauty, the great roads, and longing for something new and different to see was the motivation. The first week was the launch of the experience. I was breaking through to a new way and settling into the journey out west. The environment and surroundings were a big factor, and one that I knew would begin to have a profound impact. I also really was excited to put the miles on the bike and to get into the daily packing and unpacking. Putting distance between my day-to-day back home and finding a new rhythm took time. I traveled fast. Reaching New Mexico and especially Colorado, the energy changed. The riding was exciting, the natural beauty spectacular, and the towns each had their own personality. The weeks to come would be a new phase to this adventure, and I was looking forward to it. Hey there, fellow travelers. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for coming along on the journey. I'll be posting new episodes pretty regularly. So if you're interested in following along, then I'd be really grateful if you did that YouTube thing. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell down below, and you'll be informed when new stuff is uploaded. If you really like the video, then give it a big thumbs up and feel free to leave a cool comment as well. Thanks for traveling along. See you on the road next time soon on the channel.